In addition to replacing glazed curtain panels with new panel types that represent different materials, you can also replace specific curtain panels with special door or window panel elements. Now, the size of the door or window panel element will be determined by the dimensions of the panel that it replaces, so you may need to add or remove curtain grids to create the desired panel size first. Then, you can choose a door or window panel to replace the typical glaze panel. And in these images on the right, we're looking at a curtain wall door panel replacing a glazed panel. We're also looking at a curtain wall window panel, an awning window panel replacing a typical glazed panel. To change a curtain panel to a door or window, start by selecting the curtain panel to change. You can do that by hovering over the edge of an existing curtain panel and hitting the Tab key to rotate through the selection options. When the panel is highlighted, you can click it to select the panel, and the images on the right illustrate those two different states. The left image illustrates a panel that's been highlighted but not yet selected. You can see the blue border around the panel, indicating that it's been highlighted. Then when you click on the panel, the entire panel will turn blue. Now, if the curtain panel is defined by the curtain wall type properties, it'll probably be pinned, and you'll need to click the Pin Unpin glyph in order to liberate it so that you can edit that panel and change its type. Now you're ready to change the curtain panel to one of the other elements. If you'd like to change a panel to a door, you'll start by loading the special curtain wall door panel types from the Revit library. Open the Load Family tool. You'll find it under the Insert tab in the Load from Library section. Be certain not to choose Load Family from within the Door tool. You won't be able to load these special panel types through the Door tool because they're not really considered doors. They're considered a curtain panel. So again, under the Insert tab, choose Load from Library and choose the Load Family tool. Then navigate to the Doors folder in the library and choose one of the curtain wall door panel types. You'll find curtain wall double glass, curtain wall double storefront, and curtain wall single glass. Now you can select the curtain panel that you'd like to change to a door and choose one of the loaded curtain wall door panel types from the type selector. Now, it's important to note that these door panel types won't appear when the Door tool is selected. They'll only appear in the type selector when you've selected one of the existing curtain panels and you're going to replace it with a special curtain wall door panel type. You can change a panel to a window panel type in a very similar way. Again, you'll start by loading the curtain wall window panel types from the Revit library by using the Open Load Family tool. You'll find it under the Insert tab in the Load from Library section, the Load Family tool. Again, don't do it within the Window tool. You won't be able to load this special window panel type through the Window tool. You need to do it under the Insert, Load from Library, Load Family tool. You can navigate to the Windows folder and choose the curtain wall window types. Now, in the Revit library, you'll only find one type, the curtain wall awning window type. But if you search around online through some of the popular websites, you'll find some other curtain wall window types that you can load into your project. Once you've loaded those curtain panel window types, you can select the curtain panel that you'd like to change into one of those window panel types and choose one of the loaded window panel types from the type selector. Again, these types will not appear when the Window tool is selected. They only appear when a curtain panel is selected. And then you can choose the window panel type from the type selector. This issue of whether curtain wall windows and curtain wall doors are placed using the Door tool and the Window tool, or by selecting a panel and then changing the type of the panel, is really one of the most confusing aspects that new Revit users struggle with as they model curtain walls. The important thing to keep in mind is that Revit considers these curtain panel types, not doors and windows in the traditional sense. Now, just to add a little more confusion to this issue, curtain wall, door, and window panels actually appear like standard doors and windows, both in plan views and in door and window schedules. In a plan view, you can select a door or window and then change its type or type properties or flip its orientation, the standard operations that you're used to applying to typical doors and windows. Okay, but although you can edit them this way, they're still considered curtain panel types. To change the size of a door or a window panel, you can't do it in a plan view or in one of the schedules. You need to return to the curtain wall itself and edit the curtain wall grid pattern. The door or window sizes will be updated to reflect the changes you make to the curtain grid pattern.